Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. We are just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. Just down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sears. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 21. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. He's on his way. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Richardson looking to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
First carry now for Isaiah Spiller.
Pushes him aside at the 45. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Quentin Johnston was the intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Colt defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Herbert. That is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he'll be out of bounds
He's been able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now Richardson.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make? And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Richardson to throw.
They find some open field here. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now it's Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Rashad Bateman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Sears, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Throw out wide is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will be taken at the 13. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing. Now the ball comes loose, and the Colts pick it up. He's on his way. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now Richardson back to throw it. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Richardson looking to throw this. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And Gay knocks this one through, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So the fumble recovery had them set up at ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of For a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Richardson out of the shotgun. And his throw is incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Richardson. Flushed out right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. Headed 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now a deep one for Johnston. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15. Now Richardson throwing to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Richardson. He's got a man, complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cooper Kupp, 85 yards. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Breaks through the contact. They can't tackle him. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. eluding the pressure right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Herbert now. Drops it underneath to Spiller. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down and 4. Here's Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert off of play action. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. Able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. Now it's Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give right side. Sears, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Richardson. He finds Bateman over the middle.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Sears. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Richardson on the bootleg here.
Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side. Sears. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Richardson working from the gun. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Herbert. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Richardson to throw off play action. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And that is incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Gay knocks this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Charger drive about to get going. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So you said
Spiller trying to get loose. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. In motion, the tight end. To throw again on second down. Herbert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Again, Herbert. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles. One off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They'll run on first down. Goodson, and a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards down to the 13. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have. And
he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. His third rushing touchdown on the year and fourth overall. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 29, here's second and a couple. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you one, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They run behind center with Spiller. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Sears, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how long.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juju Brents. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Goodson takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Now 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over.